Hi, it's Tammy, NZ Gastric Slave. I'm coming to you with a week 4 update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on the 21st of May 2014 at Wellington Regional Hospital with surgeon Mr. Simon Bam. This week, I'll get to the numbers first. So, my starting weight was 113.6 kilos or 250.4 pounds. The start of my pre-op diet, I was 108.9 kilos or 230 something pounds. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what the pounds was on that. Day of surgery, I was 103.9 kilos or 229 pounds. Last week I was 96.8 kilos or 213.4 pounds, and today I was 95.9 kilos or 211.4 pounds. So my loss for the week is 900 grams or 0.9 kilos or 2 pounds. So bit of a slowdown. I was kind of expecting it at some stage, and yeah, this week saw me eating more calories. I was probably averaging around 700 up to 750 on the odd day, and that was purely because being on soft foods, I could get more in. Well, I couldn't get more in, but I could get more protein in. So instead of moving from an egg where you get 6 grams, I could have some chicken where I'm getting 12 grams, sort of thing. So more calories, but then I'm actually getting the 60 grams of protein in. So I'm not sure whether the weight loss will kind of stabilize or whether I'm just eating too many calories. My plan is actually to not count calories. I should be only just focusing on water and protein. So we'll see. I see the surgeon tomorrow. And we'll see what he kind of says about that. I have got one incision site that I'm a bit worried about, so again we'll see what he says about that as well. So you will get another video, an extra video out of me this week. My 1 month Surgiversity is on Saturday the 21st, so there'll be another video coming then where I will do some comparison shots, do some measurements, and talk about what seeing the surgeon. As far as this week is concerned, it has been a really hard week. So I talked about it in my last week's video around having to reapply for my jobs. I wasn't successful, so as of Friday I was made redundant. It was hard because it basically meant me and my colleague going up against each other, and because I was only, I think it was my second day back at work, still wasn't up to full health, and then I got sick, so my chest. So I really don't feel that I was able to fight to my full capacity. So Friday I got told about it. Yesterday morning I got given my redundancy letter. They want me to work through to the 18th of July. Mentally I'm not in a good place. I really just would rather go sooner rather than later and be able to start looking for new roles. I mean, I'm still starting to look for new roles, but being available to actually start at other places is going to be the problem. If Transpower enforce the 1 month's notice. It's weird because they're the ones giving me notice, so surely yeah. Anyway, so emotionally that's been quite difficult. It is the first time in 17 years that I have been in a situation where I don't have a job. As far as I've left companies and had jobs to go to, I've always been in control of my job moves. So emotionally that's hit me quite hard. and of course I can't eat my feelings anymore. Not to say I haven't tried. I yesterday, after getting the redundancy letter, was in a really bad space. I actually just left work at lunchtime and didn't go back. That's a whole nother story, but on my way home I went through the KFC drive through and I was like, oh, surely I can have something, and I got a drumstick of chicken and some popcorn chicken, and could only eat the drumstick of chicken, which is good, and so it got my fix as far as the I need some kind of emotional release, but it went down fine. One drumstick of chicken, 110 calories, had a good amount of protein in it. So, I mean, yes, it had a higher fat content, but my program's not watching the fat either. But I know I shouldn't be doing it. I shouldn't be getting into that sort of a habit. But yeah, this week has been really hard. As far as what my normal kind of plans are when things got tough, and I think emotionally I'm feeling it more because of that rather than being able to kind of comfort myself with food. I never realised how much of an emotional eater. I knew I was a nighttime snacker, but as far as emotional eating is concerned, but looking to the future, I've met with a few recruitment agencies and got a few things in the pipeline. It's not terribly good timing. It's the end of the fiscal year for most of the companies, certainly government departments, and we're also only 2.5 months out from an election. So Wellington is very much a government city. There is lots of public sector jobs. So we'll see what comes about. Certainly the recruitment agencies are very positive about my skills and experience, and that I shouldn't find a trouble finding a job. I've worked out based on my redundancy and my notice period, I will be good through till end of September, middle of October, before worrying about money, and that's just based on my salary going on as far as bills and that concerned. If we make a concerted effort to cut costs over that time, I'm sure it will last a little bit longer. So it won't be until kind of mid to end of September where I'll start to get desperate, but we'll see. I mean, ideally I'd like to find something sooner, maybe start of August, so that I can keep some of that money in savings rather than having to use it all. So yeah, quite an emotional time at the moment. My husband has been quite supportive, and so I definitely think that probably had a bearing on my weight loss this week as well. And I'm about a week away from my period if it was on a normal scale, which I don't know because it's been all up the wazoo for the last few months. So I don't know whether that will have a bearing as well. I'll probably find out a little bit more next week. So what else do I have to say? Clothes. I'm not running out of clothes, but certainly a lot of my work clothes aren't fitting all that well. I wear a lot of dresses to work, and a good portion of my dresses, I've lost so many centimetres off my bust. I'll find out on Saturday how much, but I've definitely lost quite a lot off my bust, and so they're just gaping, and so many people are like, oh, we'll alter it. But what I'm actually doing with my clothes is I'm going to be putting them on Trade Me, which is like eBay in New Zealand, and selling, because most of my clothes are city chic. They are $150 odd for a dress, $100 for a skirt kind of thing. So trying to recoup some of that money. So I don't want to be altering clothes. That would jeopardise how much I would get for them later. And my husband has been very good in saying that fund will fund my new wardrobe. So most of my dresses don't fit anymore. Most of my jeans don't fit anymore. Certainly my original kind of round. But I did want to show you this dress that I'm wearing. I bought it at Christmas for like a party dress. I wore it to work today. When I bought it, I wasn't at my highest weight, but I was probably still 107, 106.5, I think I was when I bought this dress. So I'm still 10 kilos down from there. So it was quite tight when I bought it. So still got a bit of a mess, but my boobs are nothing compared to, it's quite roomy in there. Right, so one other thing before I end, because I just hear my husband coming home. NSVs wise, I have had, sorry about that, my husband came home and walked in the door in the back of the shot. So NSVs, I have noticed compliments from friends. I was at a friend's place on Sunday, and I myself have not noticed my weight loss so much. As far as my face, I've definitely noticed it, but as far as my body, I still feel and feel as fat as ever. I know it's actually smaller, but I still feel it. And so we were there, and I bent down to pat the cat from a standing position, and my friend turned around and said, "You've lost quite a lot of weight." And I mean, she knew what had happened as far as the surgery. And I said, "Oh, I don't really feel it." And she said, "Well, just look at the action that you just did then." And she said, "You would have never moved like that. You're starting to move differently." So that was kind of cool. I had yeah, so that was kind of cool. So seeing that other people are noticing it is definitely kind of cool. And yeah, so you'll get a video out of me on Saturday for my 1 month anniversary, and we'll talk to you then. See ya. Bye.